everyone, and welcome to my channel, A Little Sunray, spreading a little ray of sunshine, one video at a time. My name is Courtney, and I upload every Wednesday, so be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. With that, let's get started. About me, I've been playing Stardew for over 5 years, and I've reached over 750 hours on this game on my Nintendo Switch. I really can't wait for the 1.6 upgrade anymore after achieving perfection on my Switch twice now, so I wanted to do a deep dive on the PC and learn some new mechanics. After all, if I'm going to spend my time playing, why not play with my friends? So this series of videos, I'm going to hit on everything, and I'm going to put up here my list of overall goals. So again, in parentheses, are just my goals. They are completely arbitrary. You can decide to hit perfection in year 10. That's fine. You can choose to hit friendship in year 1 or never. You might want to fish the whole time. That's perfectly fine, and that's the beauty of Stardew. You play the game how you want. This is just the way I want to play. I like to set little goals for myself to just make sure I'm on track and to challenge myself a little bit. So here are my goals. I would like to hit perfection and get the perfection video ending by the end of year 3. That one's going to be kind of tricky. It might be closer to year 4. I've never completed it before the summer of year 4, so we're really going to push it. I want to finish the community center year 1, and I'm going to do that without using the preference of making sure the traveling cart has the red cabbage in year 1. Just a little extra challenge. And if you are wanting a more casual playthrough, you can always go to preferences and click that button just to make sure you can finish the community center in year 1 if you don't want to have the extra challenge of the random drop. I want to have max friendship within 1 year of meeting. So for the NPCs we meet at the beginning of the game, I want them maxed before the 28th of winter. And for the friends that I meet the NPCs I meet along the way, I will start their timer starting that day. Realistically, though, I want to finish all NPC friendship by the summer of year 2, and that will help with a couple of endgame challenges and perfection rating. I'd like to have marriage and have 1 or 2 kids. Again, totally arbitrary. That's just something that I find is fun. The next set of goals are I want to make sure I have all the buildings with the upgrades. This includes the obelisk, Junimo hut, and the gold clock. You need these for perfection anyways, but I always like to put them as a separate check off list. I would like to have all the secret notes and items, and I would like max skill mastery. I'm going to try for the mastery by end of year 3. I think that's doable, but I've never had that because that is new to the 1.6 update. And then finally, I want to make sure I have all the achievements, 130 walnuts, complete the museum donation, have all 9 market paintings. They are unique for each year. You get 3. So that is kind of a fun thing. Not a lot of people have seen year 3 paintings because many people stop by the end of year 2. And then I'd like all monster eradication goals. Again, that's something you have to have for perfection anyways. But I would like to challenge myself to have it realistically by summer year 3. So I think with that, we're going to get started playing. I'm now going to switch over. So those were our overall goals, and now I'm going to switch to the spring goals. Alrighty, so my goals for spring week 1, just breaking it down from those big overall goals to manageable pieces. I would like to meet everyone. If I choose to gift, I'm going to focus on Caroline, Clint, Linus, and Pam. We're going to do a deep dive in them a little bit later, so don't worry about that. That's probably going to start on day 3 or 4. For resources for chests and crab pots, I need 200 wood, 1 coal, 40 copper, and 25 stone. I'm really going to be pushing the fishing crab pots because there is an NPC, Vincent, whose birthday is pretty early in spring, and a loved gift from him can be found in one of those fishing pots. So that would be a fun and easy way to get a couple hearts for him. I would also like to earn 2,000 gold for a backpack. Realistically, it probably will be week 2, but that's okay. Gotta aim high. I would like all the tools that we're going to need. I want to open the community center and meet the wizard. And for skills, I really need fishing level 3, farming level 1, and forage level 2 by the end of this week. If I can have more than that, great. If not, we're going to be kind of struggling a little to meet some of those end goal game goals. So let's get started. I feel like we've been talking enough about goals. Now we need to do some actual playing. Is my shoutouts. Like many Stardew players, I spend a lot of time on one website, and no, it's not Google, it's the Stardew Wiki. If you have not been on Stardew Valley Wiki, this is an amazing resource. It has everything you could possibly want to know about Stardew, all in very easy to find things. We've got how to get started, skills, the day cycle, villagers, seasons, cooking recipes, crafting recipes, and the one place that I spend the most time on is right here, looking at the shops. That is just a really easy way for me to check what I need before actually walking all the way over there. It saves me a lot of time. Another place I spend a ton of time on is villagers. You click the villager you want to see. We'll do my favorite character, Mr. George here. And it shows you their love gifts, when they visit the clinic, if you can marry them, who's their family, but most importantly, what they are doing during the seasons. You get to see the timing. So that way, if you're looking for an NPC and you just can't find them, look them up and it'll give you a great place to get started for looking. The second shout out I have is my all-time favorite YouTuber for Stardew Valley content. It is Mr. Salmence. He did an amazing deep dive of version 1.5, which is inspiring my 1.6 deep dive, but he also did these great mastery videos and guides. So if you would like a really, really deep dive on things, he is a great resource, especially when it comes down to the breakdown of how much a crop or a monster item drops things, or you can sell them for, and the profit share. So honestly, I spent plenty of time on his website, so please subscribe and watch his videos and give him some love. With that, let's get started. I know I am excited. So here is Stardew Valley's website, and you can just see the love this has, because even on the screen, the beginning screen, they have so many things you can do. Different tips and tricks. I'm not going to show. Oh, there's my little Junimos. Hey, guys. There's a couple of other things. Oh, there's the alien. Just different things. Lots of love. We're going to start a new game. I am going to be a lady today. And let's see. So first things first is we're going to give me a name. We're going to call Courtney Farm. We're going to call it a Sunny Ray Farm. And my favorite thing is, could say subscribers, but that feels a little asking for it. So I'm going to go with Stardew, because no one can spend 740 hours on something without it obviously being a favorite item. Now, one thing I'm going to direct your attention to is this wrench over here. You can click it, and you can change up how you are playing. A lot of people, if you're trying to get Community Center Year 1, will click this. This just ensures that the traveling merchant will sell the red cabbage seed sometime during the first year, with enough time, hopefully, to grow it and turn it into the Community Center before the end of Year 1. Enough time, hopefully, to grow it and turn it into the Community Center before the end of Year 1. I am not going to do this, so I'm hoping I'm going to count on a little. I'm going to hopefully count on my luck. And there is a second way you can get the red cabbage seeds with enough time. I'm hoping to do that. So we're going to do just a really true vanilla run. I have no mods on this. You get to choose the animal. This actually looks like my little Luna, and you can change your eye color, how you look, all that fun stuff. This is actually pretty close to what I normally have. You can also change your shirt. My little one's favorite clothes shirt is purple and pink. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Now, don't be too obsessed with how this is and to get the correct look. Yes, it's fun to do it, but in the end, there is a way to change your appearance later on in game. I am going to change my hair. It's a little thing, but why not? Is that the pigtails? I like the pigtails. Let me check. Over here we have our choices of farms. Standard farm, if you're a new farmer, this is a great option. It has almost the max space for farming and has a lot of perks. I typically love the forest farm because it offers you forageables throughout the year, and it has access to hardwood, which becomes a great resource. Many speedrunners and video content makers like the beach farm because it washes up different things, but it does have the challenge of no sprinklers. Since I am going to try to hit things pretty fast, I do want my sprinklers. So I'm going to try the new farm that's offered in 1.6, the Meadowlands farm. It's going to start us with animals, but we don't get the 15 parsnip seeds at the beginning, which is an interesting challenge and something I'm not used to. So we're going to click the Meadowlands farm and we're going to be going. And I think I turned off the music, so my apologies. You're not going to hear the music. It says, and for my special granddaughter. I want you to have this sealed envelope. Ooh, what's inside? We click it, and we keep it. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Also, there's Joja, so he was religious. Apparently Grandpa fought. That's cool. Looks like Granny. That's interesting. Little Junimo, so maybe he was magical too. Anyways, back to the script. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. Oh, Grandpa, don't go into the light. Now, let Grandpa rest. 20 years later. That's quite a long time for you to just be holding on to this envelope, not opening it. I am a curious cat. That would not be me. So apparently we're working with Joja. Smile, you're with Joja. Fun fact, that is a reference to Amazon. And life's better with Joja. Here we are. We're looking a little tired. Grungy desk. We should probably clean a little bit more. Apparently our coworker died and no one noticed. That's a fun thing. I think I'm finally burdened. I don't know why it took me only 20 years to feel this burden, but here we go. Grandpa, dear Courtney, If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place where I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Sunny Ray Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's a perfect place to start your new life. This is my most precious gift of all, and now it is yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Will do, Grandpa. Will do. Also, let me know, is the volume good? Too loud? Too soft? You want more background music? I will make sure to make those changes. Alrighty. We're in the bus. It's actually funny, I usually skip this cutscene because I've played it so much and it has not changed, but there we go. Here's the valley, 0.5 miles. Oh, cute little bird. Tweet, tweet. There we go, we're getting off the bus. There we go. It's not that the volume wasn't turned off, it's just that I didn't have it on. Hello, you must be Courtney. There's Robin. She's one of everyone's favorite NPCs, and she is not a marriage candidate. A lot of people are bummed by that. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's right there now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here if you'll follow me. I like looking at this cutscene to see where the forageables are. There's a little daffodil there. Good to know. If he's tidying it up, how bad was it that there's still all this stuff around here? This is Sunny Ray Farm. Yeah. Word. What's the matter? Sure, it's a little overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Well, that's one way to put it. It's actually really cute. Rustic, that's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude. Don't listen to her, Courtney. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so you buy one of her house upgrades. Gasp. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. Will do, Lewis. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in the box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Okay, side note, how creepy is that he just comes every night to your backyard and takes all of your stuff for you to sell it? For those who don't know, you go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. So that means he's coming at 3, 4 o'clock. When does this guy sleep? Also, are we sure he gives you all the right money? He does, but, well, good luck. And then they leave you. Alrighty, so here is our Meadowlands farm. So instead of parsnips, we get 15 hay, which we need for our chickens. I'm going to do a little change through. I always make sure that the show the tool hit location is clicked. I also am going to turn down the extra volume. It gets to be a lot. I do like to zoom out to about 90. You can see a little bit more. And that should be it. Here's all of the menu tool buttons. I'm sure part of the fun will be seeing me get frustrated because I'm used to Switch. I don't play on the computer very often. So this will be a fun change. Alrighty, here are my tools. The hoe digs the soil. Watering can waters. The pickaxe we will use to break rocks. Actually, I'm going to put that over there. The axe will be used to chop down trees, which we need for wood. The scythe will be able to cut up the grass and things. Once you have a silo, it also will make hay. So that is a building we want pretty quickly, especially since we already have animals. And then, of course, the hay for animal food. Here's my little character. As you can see, I have 500 gold. I have not earned anything. Here are my skills. I've had 0 and everything. Shows the building, plus any extra things. Here are the NPCs I need to meet. A map of the Stardew Valley. And as it gets filled out, it will tell us more things about who it is. I love that they even put down the address. 1 Willow Lane. And there's the desert. Here's our crafting bar. Our biggest focus will be the wood chest. I'll probably also make a campfire. There's our animals. That is new to 1.6. It shows us if we've petted them or not, how many hearts they have, and their names. Salt, pepper, how cute. These are our achievements and extra things. Plus also all of our menu things. We will go through that more as we get close. If you ever have to leave the game, that's how you do it. Now remember, good thing to note is if you leave this way, you lose the progress of that day. You only have a saved option when you go to sleep at night or pass out. So let's get started. One thing I have learned from speedrunners is you want to move. Oh, you can sit in chairs. I want to move, there we go, things a little closer just for ease on the late nights when we come by. We don't want to be spending the time walking across. So I'm going to get started by clearing off a little section. Most villagers don't wake up until about 9 o'clock, so that's good. This is a great way to get the sticks for some wood, but it does not help on your foraging. So if we go over to my foraging level, nothing. The only way you can get foraging is by picking up things off the ground, the seasonal items, or cutting down trees. So even though it takes longer and uses more energy, it is worth your time if you're trying to get that foraging level up to go for the trees. I'm going to make my way down south first. I'm used to having a magnet ring, so I'm used to not having to get the things physically. Alright, we're going to go south first. Clearing a path. I want to make sure there is a clear path to the bottom of my screen, because that will access me to the cinder sap forest, which is important. If you notice this blue grass, that is new to the version 1.6. If animals eat it, they get happier, faster, I believe. Now we're into cinder sap forest.
There's a lot of places to go. Over here at the top is Marnie's Ranch. We're going to go in, see if we can say hi. No one is here. There's Vincent. She is the little girl here. You cannot go into people's rooms until you get their 2-heart event. But if you ever need hay or animals, that's where you go. Here's Leah's cottage. She's another NPC. I cannot go into her house unless I'm at 2 events, so I'm not even going to try. Because obviously I'm not. I have not even met her. And I'm not going to be some creeper that stalks her. She is an artist. And she does frequent the Saloon at night. It's not every night, but it is a pretty safe place to go if you're still learning her schedule. Now, this is the main reason I am here. I am picking up the spring onions. This does give me some foraging XP, but more importantly, it is a source of energy. At the beginning of the game, this energy right here, the plus 13 energy, is huge. Since I don't have a lot of crops that I can use as an easy source of energy, this is my number 1 choice until salmonberry season, which is later in the game. Unfortunately, it with the 1.6 update, it coincides with the Desert Festival, which I've never been to, so I really want to do it. But that does make a difficult choice. Both the salmonberry season is 3 days and the Desert Festival is 3 days, and both pretty much take an entire day to complete. So I've already got plenty of wood. I'm gonna make enough for 2 chests, I think. I know this is thrilling content, but it does make my life so much easier. All right, I've got 99. I don't really want to chop down another tree right now. Here is Haley. She is your classic mean girl, but later on does become nice. Oh, you're that new farmer girl or whatever, aren't you? Haley's too involved with our camera to notice you. So this is a great time to talk about NPC friendship points. If you talk to an NPC, you get, I believe it is, let me look it up. I want to make sure I'm right. I want to make sure I say this right the first time. Okay, so if you talk to an NPC, they give you 20 points. But if they're busy, like Haley is on our camera, you only get 10 points. So yes, it's better to talk to them than not talk to them, especially right now. This week, I'm just trying to introduce myself, but you do want to try to get them when they're not doing their thing of the day. A great time to do this is right at 9 o'clock. A lot of them are walking around or just leaving their house. So that's a good time to hit them, or close to 6 or 7 o'clock at night because they're leaving where they've been to go back to their house to go to bed. To get to 10 hearts, you have to have 2,500 points. Each heart is worth 250 points. If you give them a loved gift, that's 80 points. If you give them a like gift, it's only 45 points. You can only gift 2 times a week, unless it is their birthday, which occurs after Wednesday or after, then you do get a third gifting option. If you do events from the board, which I'll show later, that does give you 150 friendship, which is a great way to get those friendship points pretty quickly. If you give them a gift on their birthday, which is loved, that is a ×8 multiplier. So it is really important, if you can, give that loved gift. And then if you, during the Winter Star, which is kind of like Christmas, if you give them a loved gift, it is a ×5 multiplier. So another great way to give them the points. As another fun little thing is if you give 2 gifts during the week, that next Sunday you do get a bonus 10 points for giving them 2 gifts. Alrighty, here's my 1 wood for. Seriously, this you're gonna watch me constantly going back and forth on getting items. I'm going to click the journal really quickly. This is where your quests are. So here, if you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Feed your chickens each day by letting them eat grass outside or placing hay in their troughs. Once they're mature, harvest an egg. If you do not do the Meadowlands, this is a parsnip goal, and it's harvest a parsnip. And then introductions, I have to say hello to 28 people. Here is Marnie. She's the shop owner that I showed you where you can buy animals and things from. Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. I love Marnie. She is Lewis's secret girlfriend. Scandalous. I personally think she deserves better, but it is what it is. Here's Vincent. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. He is the one we are going to try to get the crab pots for before his birthday. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. Way to listen to your mom, Vincent. Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. I'm Jody. Hello, Jody. Jody is another really picky NPC. Not an easy... She likes a lot of things, but her loved gifts are a little more complicated. Here is where Haley lives with her sister Emily. Hello, Emily. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're going to love it here in Pelican Town. Emily works in the saloon at night, so she's really easy to find. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Emily loves cloth, wood, and all of the jewels. So she's a pretty easy one to get max NPCs. She is dateable just like her sister. Here are trash cans. It is good to check them, but so as long as it's in their eyesight, it counts. So I just lost, I think it's 10 friendship every time. So I just lost everything I got from introducing myself. Here's Evelyn. Well, hello and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you like. Hello, Evelyn. She's a sweetheart who loves flowers. Here's Caroline, Pierre's wife. Hello, you must be Courtney, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. Caroline's someone we're going to focus on getting those 2 hearts seen quickly. Over here is Harvey, the town doctor. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. Here's some bonus things for you to scythe. Good source of fiber. I am now going to make a treasure chest. And I am going to set it down here. I am going to be using this treasure chest for my community center and loved gifts to store it. Right now I'm just emptying it because I'm going to go to Pierre's. So there's to get some seeds. So here we go. Help wanted. Nothing's posted today. Over here is the calendar. Lewis's birthday is the 1st. We won't be able to realistically get a loved gift for him, so we're just not going to worry about it. We'll give him a parsnip. It's a light gift. Vincent hopefully will have his snail. Here's something new with 1.6, the bookseller. They are located behind JoJo Center. It is pretty expensive though, so we will see. Haley's birthday, Egg Festival. The question mark is the Desert Festival. Pam's birthday and Shane's birthday are pretty easy to get. The flower dance. If you have 4 hearts with a bachelor or bachelorette, you can dance with them. Pierre's birthday and Emily's birthday. So lots of exciting things this spring. Here is Leia, the town artist. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You picked a good time to move here. This spring is lovely. Here's Pierre. Hey, it's Mrs. Courtney, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. Also buy produce from you for a good price. A little agriculture could really inject new life into the local economy. Here we can buy things from here at different price points, plus recipes, cooking supplies, decorating options. The trees, now the trees are special. You do have to plant them a whole season in advance for them to grow. It takes a whole 28 days for them to grow before they start producing fruit. And they only produce fruit during a particular season. The trees we'll be working on for the first year is the pomegranate and apple seeds, because we'll need them for the community center. And the dehydrator recipe is new to 1.6, where you can dehydrate things and mushrooms to get more money out of it. But for now, I'm going to need one of each of these. The community center will need a parsnip, a cauliflower, a bean, green bean, and a potato. And then I'm going to get extra here. I'm going to get 2 tulips. These are a loved gift for Evelyn. And I think, yeah. Now I am running the risk of crow invasion. So in Stardew, if you have only one crop, you can plant up to 15 of them and not trigger a crow. But the minute you have a second crop, it will trigger crows. I am going to convert that to a chest because I'm going to need that on my farm. I'm trying to figure out, what do I need immediately? I will be back for the rest. There's my dandelion. It's a great foraging option. It is needed for the community center. Now, because I planted mixed seeds, they can be any spring crop. If you are a speedrunner, you know by sight what it is. I am not that good. I've never super paid attention. I just count it as free crops. Oh man. I have been playing on my Switch for a perfection run, and I am used to moving so much faster. This is kind of torturous. Plus, I'm not used to these controls yet, but I'm sure that'll come. Alrighty, I'm gonna need some more. One key thing, I'm starting to feel exhausted. I've got 10 more. This is why I picked the spring items while I could. I've got 4, 2. Okay, I'm gonna need to eat. Yep. Gives me just a little energy. It's not a lot, but it is going to make a big difference at the beginning of this game. It's a difference of watering my crops and not watering my crops. One thing to note with the crops, all of these you can walk over except the green bean. A trellis crop you cannot walk over, so just plant accordingly. If I put green beans across my entire planting zone, then I would not be able to access them, which becomes obviously problematic. Let's see. I have 5. As I'm walking, I recommend keeping your tool on the scythe because it costs no energy to swing it. So that way, if you accidentally click, it's not a big issue. You won't exhaust yourself. This first season, we're going to have a really hard time with not exhausting ourselves as we go on. I'm going to come back to that chest in a little bit. I'm going to go and meet a few NPCs. At 7 o'clock, a lot of NPCs go home, and since I don't have 2 hearts, I can't get in. So here's Alex. Hey, you're the new girl, huh? I think we're going to get along great. I'm Alex. He is the local jock. Hey, I overheard someone saying that you've got your first chicken the other day. Man, I wish Grandma had some chicken. I'd eat a dozen raw eggs for breakfast each morning. Alex is another NPC that is hard to gift, but he does like eggs. And with the 1.6 update, now likes field snacks. So he should be a little easier. There's Granny or Evelyn. And here's George. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. George you can find pretty much exclusively in this house, most often by the TV. On Sundays, he does go to Pierre's shop for church. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. She is another dateable NPC. She is also the nurse and scientist of the area. Oh, hello. I'm Penny. Penny teaches the local children at the library, so that's a good place to find her. She also likes to camp out a lot of time behind this tree right here, or let's see if I can see it up in this bench. So those are some pretty solid places to look for her if you haven't seen her already. Hi, I'm Clint. I do not like Clint. I'm the town's blacksmith, and if you ever needed to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. He's also the town creeper. He literally spends all of his time creeping on Emily, and she has no clue. Serious stalker behavior. So here's the town library and museum. You can go there to donate your items. I don't have any items to donate, so I'm not going to worry about it. Here's Clint's blacksmith shop for upgrading purposes. We are going to go south first before going to the saloon. Here is the beach. There's NPC Elliot, who lives right there. Again, he's kind of like Leia. You can't go in his house unless you have 2 hearts. Here's the bridge. You need 300 wood to fix it. Not happening this week. But there are a lot of forageables on the other side, so it is a good area to unlock quickly. Mussels, fish. You need it for the crab pot bundle. Same with the clam. Clam also is a light gift for Vincent, Willie, and Elliot. So it is worth your time keeping them. Fine cone. Woohoo. All right, so here's Clint. I haven't met Shane yet. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Shane is also the local drunk. But he has really good gifts, hard events. A lot of people like Shane. Hey kid, the name's Pam. Nothing like a sip of good old stuff to warm up these bones. Here's Gus. Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardew Saloon. Welcome to the Stardew Saloon. Can I get you anything? And there's Emily. Gus sleeps up here. In general, if you're looking, many of the NPCs visit the saloon at some time, especially on Friday nights. They also have recipes you can buy, but here's a great tip. You can actually find them on your TV. So I often don't buy the recipes unless after year 2 I somehow don't still have the recipe. But I believe all of them you can actually get. Otherwise, I don't think I got everything here. So I'm going to put the mussel and the clams in there because that is going to be part of my community bundle. Just double checking. Okay. Oh man, it's been a while since I've had a new game. I forgot how dark it is. So it is 10 o'clock at night. I don't go to bed until 2 a.m. You will pass out if you don't go to bed. In general, got close there. If you go to bed before midnight, you gain all of your energy back. If you go to bed after midnight, you gain most of your energy back, but you do lose some. And then if you go to bed after 1 in the morning, you lose some more energy. Like you don't gain back all of your energy. So in general, I do try to get to bed between midnight and 1 a.m. unless it's later game. If you don't go to bed on time, like let's say it's 2 o'clock and I pass out on the field, you will lose money. Harvey or JoJo member will find you passed out and they will charge you for returning you to your bed, which I think is interesting. All right, I am almost dead. I'm going to place almost exhausted. I'm going to place my thing, drop it off. Max 1,000 gold you will lose. If you die, like you're in the mines and you fight, then you can lose items too. So it's always better to pass out, not die. Here's the TV. Every day you can see the weather report for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. The fortune teller tells you what your luck is. Apparently it was annoyed today. That's really important for mining and potentially fishing. I can't remember if fishing's affected by it. And then living off the land. Some good tips. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest. Will do. And with that, that is our first day. So before I go to bed, let's check how we did. We've met quite a few. I'm still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 NPCs. This NPC will meet later on in the week. He gives us a fishing rod, so I can't even meet him now. The wizard doesn't unlock until you open the community center, so he doesn't even count for our NPCs that we have to meet the first week. But everyone else, a lot of them live in an area we haven't opened. And all of them, except Linus and Jazz here, actually go to the Saloon on Friday, so I'm not too concerned. All in all, this is a great first day. Oh, and I also got foraging level 1. That is great. That means tomorrow I can actually shake the trees even with 0 energy and potentially get the nuts. We use the nuts to then, I don't have the recipe yet, but we'll get the field snack recipe, and that's also a great way for energy. I know this was a lot for the first day, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. In general, I'm going to do videos about every 2-3 days, but because this was so information laden, we're just doing a 1 day for this one. So I will see you guys later. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to focus on. And with that, I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Oh, before I leave, here's the level 1 foraging. +1 axe proficiency, which means it takes 1 less swing to cut down a tree. Some trees will now sometimes drop seeds. We can now make wild seeds for the spring and field snacks. So great start. It's saved. Progress saved. All right. I'll see you all later.